Давай вот большую отмани.
Хорошие. Ай, какие бейбики. Да. Мои красоточки, доченьки. Hi everyone, and welcome to the 100th episode of Strawberry Patches podcast. My name is Marina. I'm coming to you from Auckland, New Zealand, from this beautiful reserve where I love to spend my mornings after dropping the kids off, and I love taking you here with me. You can see here some of the ferns that are the emblem of New Zealand. Here they are. And this podcast is all about crafting with New Zealand fiber, yarn. I'm an indie dyer, so I will show you a little bit of my yarny adventures. And the colors that I use are always happy and bright, and I hope that's your jam. I also have a ton of socks to share with you today and to announce some winners of the previous giveaway. And I'm just so excited to be chatting with you today. I'm really grateful to everyone who loves leaving the comments below. So let's start. Before we do, let's just enjoy the sounds of nature. The past couple of weeks have been very productive for me, and I have made 5 finished, or maybe even more, 5 finished objects. That's what it looks like. I am going to show them to you in a minute, but before, I just want to share with you that I have really enjoyed taking parts in the knit-alongs and also hosting a make-along for the Emotional Support Chicken. And it ran until 31st of October, and I've drawn the winner, who has been very happy, and she's been contacted by me, and she's already, her prize is on the way to her already. And I just feel like I've been blessed by all of the wonderful fiber community that is around me, with all of their support. And I hope wherever you are also surrounded by people who are interested in the same craft as you, and who can support you and give you advice, or just, gladly sit with you and speak of nothing and just enjoy each other's company while you work on your project. Because it's so therapeutic and it's so good for your soul. So I'm going back now, and when I get home, I'll show you the things that I've worked on and share you my future projects and plans. Hello, my lovely viewers. It's so nice to have you here. My name is Marina and I'm a Russian girl living and crafting here in Auckland, New Zealand. I want to welcome you all and invite you to spend some time with me when I talk about some indie dyeing, toy making, spinning, some wonderful gifts and some acquisitions, and I will share all of that with you today. So, hi! There has been quite a few new ones joining us, and I wanted to kind of do a little introduction just for that purpose. If you have been with me for a long time, you know all of this, but nevertheless. So as I said, my name is Marina, and you can always find me on Ravelry as Marina Toys. I used to make toys from cloth, and in my first episodes you can see those, and that's when I created my Ravelry page, so not really reflecting what I do now, but well, you'll see some. And I have traveled a lot. I was born in Russia, but I lived in Istanbul for quite a while. Then we lived in Bali, and then Indonesia, and the past 7 or so years, six and a half years, I've been living here in New Zealand, and I am an indie dyer, and I bring to you lovely, colorful yarns and fibers for your crafting pleasure. In today's program, I want to talk about some socks, hand-knitted toys, and also some projects that I'm working on, as well as I would love to share with you some presents and other acquisitions that I've gathered in this time that I haven't done a proper podcast. The previous video was about spinning that I went to, which was so lovely, and I always love meeting up with my like-minded Kiwi crafters. Well, New Zealand is a very multicultural and very accepting country, and I feel like every time I meet up with those women and men, I feel like I finally found my people, you know. Although when I lived in Istanbul in Turkey, I also felt that I belong, but here it was much easier to integrate. So I love to share all of that with you guys. So here is a little bit of an introduction. Yeah, I'm also a mom of 2 little girls, and they have birthdays soon. There'll be lots of knitting for them very soon. And yeah, welcome to this little corner of my colorful madness. Right, and as usual, I want to start with some of the finished objects. And how about we start with the most recent one, because it's just so exciting. As I mentioned, my oldest daughter, Lydia, she will be 6 next Monday, so like very soon. And she's requested this year that I make her a wolf from Cynthia Vallet's book Mush and Friends. And when I'm done with this one, I have only 3 animals that I haven't knitted from that book, which has 14 animals. So as you can see, well, 12 patterns. Yeah, because some of them are double. Yeah, I need to make a bison, orangutan, and a squirrel. And I've done this gorgeous little Mr. Wolf. I think I'm gonna call him Harry. And there is a story why. I have dyed this lovely gray with speckles on purpose because I wanted to give like a bit of a rebellious character, or like I didn't want the yarn to be all even and smooth, because wolves are, you know, in my mind are always these savage animals which have misheveled fur, and that's what I wanted to see in this character. He has quite a long, what do you call, muzzle, nose, and I chose the blue eyes, of course, and there's quite a bushy tail. But the reason why I'm calling him Harry is because when I was done with it and I stuffed him, I noticed that one of the legs, which I was knitting at night, is shorter than the other. It turns out that I have forgotten to do a couple of plain rows before I decreased for the toe. But when I stuffed it, I just stuffed it a little bit more than this one, and it kind of looks fine. It's just me. I'm probably the only one who would notice that this is what happened. Anyways, another reason why is because I'm making his sweater in blue, and the bag, which I already made, is yellow. So as you might know, blue and yellow is the colors of the Ukrainian flag, and my father's Ukrainian, so immediately that connected me to thinking, a wolf, and with blue and yellow colors, so my colors of my father's flag. And my father, when he was little, he had this is a sad story. His father, who was my grandfather, had a bit of a problem with drinking, and my grandma told me that once he was so drunk that he went out with my little dad in the pram, and I don't know, he didn't dress him well or something, because after that my father got ill and his legs got sick, and he had one leg shorter than the other. My father since then had surgeries to kind of lengthen his leg, and now they're the same size, but he's always had a limp. So anyways, you see where that's going. So this wolf with one leg shorter than the other and the Ukrainian flag colors, just in my mind, my father's name is Igor. And in English that would be like Harry. That's what he would always say. If I had an English name, I would be Harry. So anyways, this long story short, this wolf's name is going to be Harry. And since we're on talking about him, I might as well jump into works in progress and show you the sweater that I almost finished yesterday, but I had a bit of a hiccup with this pattern because I decided to use needles way smaller. I am using needles number 2 instead of needles 2.75, I think, just because I'm a very loose knitter, so I wanted to have a fabric that's a bit thicker, let's say. So I've knitted one sleeve, and the wolf was hidden away because obviously I don't want my daughter to see him. So I started knitting on the second sleeve, and I'm like, I should probably try it on first, and of course it's too short. So I knit the second sleeve longer, and I'm going to finish the jumper and redo this sleeve and make them matching. But that's what I'm talking about when I say that these are the Ukrainian flag colors. As you can see, here we have the blue and yellow, and I think I will finish this today, and I will knit him some pants. And my daughter requested that there is a letter for Horatio the donkey, who is the animal that I knitted for my daughter for her 5th birthday last year. So in the book, Tino is the name of the pattern. Tino is a mailman, and he carries all the letters that he sometimes writes himself in his little mailman bag. So yeah. Oh, this bag is so cool. It was not easy to make, I tell you, because I started it first before the clothes because I thought it was going to be so easy. But there is like an sort of an I-cord, but it's 6 stitches for the handle. Then the flap has this crocheted loops for the buttons, and there is a front pocket. So there is the bag, there is the pocket, and the flap closes with this little crocheted thingies. So I hope she likes this wolf, because for some reason he has taken so much of my time compared to other toys that I've made. But as I see him come into life, I'm really enjoying seeing this guy. So here he is, Mr. Harry. Harry the wolf. So I'm just gonna show you the socks that I've finished. Okay, here we are. As you might remember, Sotober for me was my personal challenge to knit up as many socks as I could, and I surprised myself by making 5.5 pairs. Well, to be completely honest, I did one sock before, so it was a whip, and 5.5 minus half, that's 5 pairs that I've knitted. And here they are. Can you see that? Here they are, my 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? Why is it 6? Hold on a minute, there's something going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. 5 and 1/2 is in works in progress still, but very close to being done. I showed you these guys, which are my hand dyed in the previous episode, so we will skip those. Then I'm going to insert pictures for these guys. These were one of the last ones. They were made out of sock tube, so it's not really cheating, but it did take much faster, of course, to finish them because I only needed to do the toes and heels and a little bit of a ribbing here. But they turned out so lovely. And I always take pictures with I'm just looking at it just behind the camera. It's this wreath that I made from dried flowers, so it looks just wonderfully with that. And I'm not going to put them all on blockers because I think pictures would describe better. Here is the other pair, which was knit up in alpaca nylon blend that I got from the Gumtree Gali alpacas. And they are very warm, and the yarn was not as fluffy, but it will probably fluff up. It's beautiful. It's almost like self-striping, but I don't think that's what it was meant to do, but it's really lovely. I have also knitted up these nice ones that I'm going to give to my husband for Christmas. So yay, one Christmas gift done. And they are West Yorkshire spinners. On my Ravelry page, you can see the colorway number or name, whatever they have there. All of the projects that I'm mentioning here, these are just vanilla sock recipe that I always use, not really something I got online. And these ones are, it wasn't a sock tube, but I did an afterthought heel for these guys. And the afterthought heel tutorial I got from the Crazy Sock Lady from Kayla, which you can find on YouTube. And this was so fast to knit because what I did was I used the contrast green here, and then I only had a 50-gram ball, which was graciously gifted to me by lovely Daniela from A Knitted Suitcase. So I knitted up it like a tube and then did the toe, and then I did an afterthought heel in this plain color that I had. So 2 of those. Apparently the yarn didn't have a label, but I was told that this is the half-baked yarn, which is an Australian indie dyer. So yeah, this was my Socktober madness. Plus, oh my god, I don't think I can fit them all in. Plus, I have almost 1 pair done. So since we are sort of mixing the finished objects and the works in progress, I'm gonna move on to my almost finished project. So here it is, the Sea Ripple sock. The Sea Ripple is the name of the colorway, and it's really, I've started the toe decreases yesterday and I was gonna finish, but then Mr. Wolf took all of my attention and I was knitting almost until midnight. But yeah, they are almost done, and I just love these colors. It's gonna be so much fun to see them. I'm not gonna wear them soon because it's summer and actually it's too hot for that now, but oh yeah, speaking of bags, there'll be a ton of bag makers mentioned today, because I have been loving getting new bags and just enjoying my older bags. This is by far my most favorite fabric and bag, again from Daniela. Hi Daniela. And she has an Etsy shop that you should totally check out, and she has the happiest color combinations. Look inside, see what I mean? It's just so cute. And the back, yay. So this is my second work in progress. I have two more. One of them is another sock, and this bag is another lovely podcaster, Doug, from Vizia Wall's Show Us Knitting podcast. And she has, I've purchased it from her not last year, 2 years ago now actually. And here I have the beginnings of another stripy sock, which was my Halloween cast on. And this yarn is the Narrative Yarns, which is dyed by Sarah from Christchurch. And I just love self-striping yarns. And this little needle cozy I ordered from Wanda, and I will show you the bag that I got from her as well. So that's another work in progress. Here's the beautiful yarn. I bought it in a skein because I really enjoy winding up those Sotober balls myself. Yeah. And another bag from Daniela is hosting. Oh, look at the inside as well. It's hosting. It's yeah, it's got the beginnings of the entrechat, which is a little bolero style thingy that I have made for my daughters many times, or three times now. This is the fourth, and I'm using this Die Happy Wisdom base. It's the colorway Blossom, and ages ago I bought this because I wanted to make the rose cardigan by Andre Marie, but I ended up using a different colorway. So I had this yarn with golden sparkles, and my daughter chose it for her entrechat, which I was gonna finish for her birthday, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Plus it's probably gonna be too warm anyway. So that's my works in progress, you guys. Now let's move on to the make-along that I recently hosted. And yes, I haven't posted the results yet, but as you might remember, we were making the emotional support chickens, and the make-along was running until the end of October, and it finished on the 31st, and on the 1st of November I drew the winners, and surprisingly enough it was Nola with her black and green blue chook. Anyways, I found out that this is the Australian way of saying chicken. Correct me if I'm wrong. The pronunciation might be wrong. But Nola has won some prize from me of some yarn, and of course chicken needle stoppers. I think that was just so appropriate. And Lily, who is my youngest, she helped me draw the winners, and let's see how that happened. Hello everyone, it's the 1st of November and we are ready to find out who's the winner of the emo chicken now. Lily is going to help me. Лили, возьми, пожалуйста, отсюда одну бумажечку. Pick one, open, открывай. Что написано? Nola! Congratulations, Nola! Woohoo! You've won a prize! Yay! Right, now I guess that's all the knitting content. So let me know in the comments, what are you working on while you're watching? Are you one of those people who like to put on a podcast and do some knitting while you're working, or are you cooking something delicious, or what are you making? I'd really love to know, and where you're watching from, because I love to imagine you guys watching from near and far and connecting with you. And let's move on to the spinning. As you can see, I'm a little bit obsessed with fiber, and I really love spinning. So in the 99th episode, the last one, I showed you that I have purchased a bag from Jumbo Carding. It was a mix of different breeds, sort of like meal ends, and when I braided the lawn sliver and laid it out in a circle, it was obvious that it was a really lovely gradient that I wanted to keep. So I spun up the first skein. Oh, I'm gonna show you. Here's the first skein that I spun, and it's very soft, but not merino soft. It's like rustic soft. It's not itchy at all. No, not at all. And these colors are so not typical Marina colors, you know what I mean? But I love them. I think it's good to have a variety of things going on. Anyways, I loved spinning this, and I did a 2-ply of this yarn, but this time when I saw that the gradient is happening throughout this braid, I decided that I'm gonna do a gradient spin. And after consulting my fellow spinner friends and posting on our Facebook page, the New Zealand Spinners and Weavers page, I think that's what it's called, many people suggested different things, to do a 3-ply. I didn't want, because then it would be too thick and it would lose its really soft properties. Another suggestion was to ply it with another yarn, which like a charcoal gray. Margaret suggested that I do a charcoal second, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have some bobbin yarn, which is a cashmere, very fluffy cashmere, which is a lace weight yarn. I might hold it double and ply it with this. I don't think you can see. Oh, maybe you can. Can you see? It's a gorgeous gradient, but it's sort of like darker rainbow colors. So I've spun this bobbin full, and I still have some left, which I will spin later, and then I'm gonna apply it. I haven't decided yet what with. Maybe that cashmere, or maybe I have another sort of darker purple lace weight as well that I might play it with. So that's part of my spinning. Another part is this spin, which I showed you last time. I spun a bit more pink. I showed you this, and I spun a bit more of this pink, but I put it on hold just because I really wanted to get started on this one, because this is such a breeze to spin, because it's for a blanket. I don't care if it's uneven. I don't care if the yarn weight varies, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a blanket starting from the center, and it's gonna be either in a circle, which I'm leaning towards, or in a square, but it will grow outwards. And I'm actually contemplating, so when I have plied these guys, it will be a very bright gradient as well, which goes, as you can see, from green to pink to blue to yellow. And I might do some stripes to kind of add a little bit of interest to my very natural colored blanket, lap blanket, throw, whatever it becomes. Oh, by the way, the thing you see here, oh my god, I did it the wrong side up, but even the wrong side facing is beautiful. It's the habitation throw that it lives on this couch. It's beautiful. Wow, that's a lot of talking. I need a drink. Just as I got up, I realized I've forgotten to show you another work in progress that I have started. That's sewing. You never see any sewing on this podcast, but here I am. I have almost sewn a bag. Oh, first of all, I need to give credit to the amazing women of the Bayview Craft Mob, Raw, Shirley, and the others, who have very generously accepted me into their mob. And these past Mondays, 2 of the Mondays that I've been going there, they've helped me immensely to cut it out properly. And they let me have the wonderful fabric that they have. So the Bayview Community Center, which is like 5 minutes away from my house, is where this is going on. So if you live nearby, why am I still wearing this? You're more than welcome to join them. They're very welcoming and they help everyone. I came to them and I said, I'm a complete beginner at sewing. I'm good at other things, but I'm not a sewer. Please help me. I would really love to make this bag. And of course, I was just mesmerized by this fabric. These native birds. I'll do a close-up of this because I just think it's just so gorgeous. There is different New Zealand birds and their Maori name. Of course, you will see the tui. Oh, where's the tui? Oh no, it's right at the bottom. You can't really see it, but yeah, yesterday was a Monday, the second Monday, where I started sewing the things up, and this is a basket with lots of interfacing, and seriously, if I ever wanted to do it myself, I probably would have messed it up. But here is my inside with a divider, and all I have left is to make the handles, which is going to be in this blue color, and there is a divider inside. And next I'm going to do more sewing because I find it so fascinating now that I was always intimidated by it, because the cutting out seemed quite stressful for me, and at home I find it that my space is just not meant for sewing, because we only have one table for 4 people only, and it's always used for food and everything, so I can't really keep any of my sewing on it. And this did require a lot of space when I cut out the things. Plus, I cannot even imagine how much money the interfacing and all the fabric cost. But yeah, here we are. My almost finished divider basket. I will link the tutorial, probably with a pattern, down below for you guys if you want to make one yourself. I know there are amazing sewers out there. So yeah, as I promised, there'll be lots of bag talk. And by the way, I forgot to say this bag is also made by Wanda, and Wanda van Eyck is the amazing bag maker here in New Zealand, whom I have purchased many bags from because I just love, again, her colors and quality. Shall we talk about bags? Okay. I will tell you all about it in a minute, but since we're talking about Wanda, I thought I'd start with her. Here's her, she sells on Trade Me and on Instagram. You can find her as Wanda van Eyck. And I ordered this Christmas bag from her with this cute little snowman and houses with a little bit of snow. And inside she uses this gorgeous stripy fabric. She's also, I showed you one of the needle cozies. So I asked her to make me another one, of course, with, again, New Zealand birds. And she's thrown in as well some little presents. This is, I guess she's using up some of the scraps, and this one is for the mug to stand on in the same fabric as my bag. And there is a little yarn cozy. I guess you put your wound up yarn, let's see which one, say this one, so that it doesn't get tangled. And if you do the center pull ball, I don't normally, but I think It's such a neat idea, and it looks so cute in this Christmassy fabric. I love it. So I'm gonna put it here now. And yeah, I love Wanda's bag as well, as I just said. Another bag maker that I keep talking about is my friend Evgenia, whom I visited in Christchurch this year. She's been amazing. First of all, I have a lot of her bags on my website because I just wanted to help her out with selling them, since she doesn't have a website, nor, as she said, she doesn't have the time to put them on her Instagram. But she is an amazing bag maker, and I brought her some of the fabric that I bought, these cute little koalas in a donut, and she's made this bag for me with a ton of wonderful pockets inside. And she has a thing, she almost always includes a little stitch markers, and they're all matching. She's so clever. So this bag has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets on one side, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other. Some of them are really narrow for the needles. I love that. And she's also been so kind, and she included this birdies, what do you call it, to pick up your hot plates and all that, which I'm gonna now hang in my kitchen. And look at these wonderful bluebirds. And she's also gifted me a Christmas themed needle cozy as well. So again, you can find Evgenia on her Instagram as Evgenia Linem. And if you are looking for some good quality, really good quality bags, check out my shop, because I have quite a few, and I 100% guarantee it's good quality. And that's not all. Can you believe it? That's not all. Since we're talking about bags and bag makers, I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit and tell you a little bit about this bag. I guess we'll do acquisitions in a bit. So I think I mentioned last time that I'm waiting for a parcel from Miriam, who is a wonderful human being, and I feel such a strong connection with her already, although we've just been chatting for a month, I think. So Miriam lives in the UK, and she's an indie dyer behind the Discreet Unicorn. And she and I were matched by Gail of the Wool Swap, and it couldn't have gone any better. So I did the wool swap for the first time, and it was for 24 mini skeins, which are still here. I got them, but I haven't opened them. I will be opening them during December, but we're talking about bags now. So Miriam is a passionate weaver and spinner and dyer. And when I saw this bag, I immediately knew that it was something like out of this world special. And I was right. When I asked her about it, she said, yes, indeed, she did spin this fiber and wove the fabric. So what she did was she created a custom colorway out of 12 colors. She dyed them, she spun them, and she wove the fabric on her vintage machine, which I think I might include a picture of.
Sorry, I have to interfere and say that I misunderstood that, and actually she did not dye and spin this fabric. She had designed the colorway and it was dyed for her, and then she wove the fabric and made the bags.
And then she made the bag. I mean, this is the most special gift ever. The inside, the fabric has unicorns, and there is a pocket, and honestly, I'm lost for words. It's just so special and so pretty, and I love it. I love that it is a rainbow. I love that it is from a friend. I love that it's hand spun, and if you could touch it, you could never believe that this is hand spinning and hand weaving. It's so even. It's amazing. She's amazing. She's created this fabric, colorway, and yarn, and a bag. If you are jealous right now, you're not alone. I'm even jealous of myself. Like, oh, wow. Yeah. So, shall we go on and see what else Miriam gave me? So, another wonderful bag maker. Go and see what Miriam has in her shop and on her Instagram. She's a very, very amazing human being. That's what I can say. So in this wonderful box that she packed, oh my god, so well, there was not only the Advent mini bags that was the original idea of what we were gonna swap. We also agreed that we are gonna include a bag. I never expected such an amazing bag, but thank you very much. We also agreed to swap half a kilo of fiber for spinning. And as you can see here, she did amazing. She's also included these, British Sheep Breeds tote bag by, let me see if I can find the tag for the bag makers. Somewhere here. Yes, here it is. It's the Woolist Co. UK. It was packaged very nicely in this natural colored paper, and I have had no idea that there are so many breeds of sheep. Yeah, so let's look inside. So inside, actually this fiber was inside this bag, and I knew immediately that this had to be Miriam's, and she did confirm that she dyed this 50-gram mini braid. And what I loved the most is that not just it's amazingly pretty colors, but also it has, I asked her what it is, and she said it's a trilobal nylon which dyed up beautifully, and it looks like silk, but it's sort of like stellina and silk combined. It adds a shine to it. When I opened this package, there was light coming through the window here, and I laid them all around, and I was basking in all these beautiful fiber and bags, and I was spoiled rotten. So I'm not sure what this is. It might be Corriedale or Merino. It's really soft. She's also included these three guys, which are her hand-dyed fiber as well, and they are the same colorway but different breeds. Just look at this gorgeousness. This one is the sock blend, that's what it says, and this one is Charolais, that's what I'm guessing it's called, and this one is the Wensleydale. So Wensleydale to me feels a little bit like mohair. It's very long and hair looking fibers, and the Charolais is very, I can see the crimp in this fiber. It's going to be so much fun to spin these guys. Let me not mix them up because I want to remember. But this gorgeous purples, pinks and oranges together is just so happy. It's gonna be so much fun to spin. And now that I've shown it to you, I can finally start spinning this. To be honest, all I want to do these days is spin after a huge, what do I call, challenge of sock knitting every day for a whole month. I feel like I really want to devote my time to spinning. Plus, of course, because I have this gorgeous fiber now. Then she's added this wonderful, I'm guessing this is the verul, if the ram head is the sort of a picture for the V. And it says it's called Caterpillar. It's 50% merino, 12.5% BFL, 25% mulberry silk, and 12.5% sari silk. And it's this gorgeous blend of greens, teals, blues, and you can see the silks, recycled silks, all the way through it. Oh, I cannot wait. I love this, I would say, emerald colored fiber. Oh, I love it. I think this is 100 gram, which thank you, love it. And the next one is this really cute Spin Jones. She is, Miriam said that she's a dyer again in the UK that she loves, and she has purchased multiple times from her. And what I love about this one is that, first of all, it's recycled superwash wool, 80%, 20% recycled nylon, and it's in 2 separate braids, which means I can spin each of these braids as a gradient, but they will be 50 gram each, and then I can make myself 2 matching gradient socks. And it's called the Mishap Whisper, this colorway. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, I love the logo, I love the colors, I love that this is 2 50 gram braids in a gradient. It's just perfect. Oh, as you can see, I've been so spoiled. Sorry about my weird voice, but I cannot say, I cannot convey how happy I am. Another bag, I know, it still keeps coming. It's the Mystery Braids, hand dyed. I'm guessing it's by Miriam. It's 70% merino, 30% tussa silk. And look at these gorgeous babies. This is very Alana style. Alana is my friend from Lupine. And this is very me. Teals and blues and purples and pinks. Oh, love them. Very pretty, very cute, and very soft. Really soft. And another last one. Again, Mystery Braids. It's the BFLN Tussa Silk 70/30, and they are these gorgeous little, I think they're 50 gram or 25 gram, I don't know, but yeah, this very happy. I think this could be a lovely gradient. What do you think? Oh, this could be such a fun color work yoke idea, or a little cholette. Oh, yeah, love it. Smells clean and nice. Doesn't smell shitty, but it smells clean. Here is the picture of how the whole parcel looked before I opened and how it looked afterwards, so you can guess there is more. There is even more. She's also included these wonderful books for me, and like, Christmas came early to me this year. I'm so lucky that I got matched up with you, Miriam. She knows that I love making cute little animals, so she has included this really new book. I think it's published this year, 2024, if I'm not mistaken. 2023, well, still. And it's by Sue Strafford's Countryside Creatures Unraveled. As you can see, there are these little animals, and it says 12, I think. 12 little animals, which include weasel, you can see them here, weasel, badger, a little fox, a hedgehog, a butterfly, some ducklings, a rabbit, and a bee, and a wee mouse. Here we are, you see them here. Oh, thank you. I think this would be so... Oh, and the bat. Here's the butterfly. Here are the bees, the bat, the badger. Let me see. Here's the badger again. And some ducks. Yeah, just lovely. I love this book. I can't wait to start knitting on them. And also she knows I'm a sock knitter. I'm a sucker for socks. She's also put in this book. I think this one is this year's. Let me check. When was it published? I think this year. Yes. It's David and Charles Limited 2024. It's called Knit a Box of Socks, 24 sock knitting patterns for your dream box of socks. Yes, it is. I really aspire to get a box of socks like these. And she put a little note here saying, I just had to get you a copy of this book and see if you can, if you see anyone you know. And of course I had to look carefully, and I found out that one of the patterns in this gorgeous, look at this, there is a pair of socks with sheep. I think I need to make them. Well, actually, I need to make all of them. I love these colorway. I'm gonna try to create something similar, but here are the socks that have been made out of Miriam's yarn, and they're properly called All You Knit Is Love. I love it. I love this play of words, and I'm a big fan of Beatles as well. Just look at these socks. So this yarn has been dyed by Miriam, and I just love these really, really soft pastel speckles. Oh, gorgeous designs. Let me see if I can find other. Oh yeah, here are some techniques, and you can see some of the socks as well as on this side. And I put a sticker from one of them wrapping onto the book so that I will always see it and smile. So that's the gift that keeps on gifting, really. As you can see, there was all of that in this little box. And I still have 25 little packages to open throughout December, and I will share that with you. I invite you to come and open them with me when December comes. Now, we're almost coming to an end. I hope I did not overwhelm you with all of this color, fiber, bags, socks, and all that. And now I invite you to, I'm looking at this table because I want to show you the shop update that I filmed separately, and I will show you all the recent colorways that I dyed, fiber and yarn. Look at all this yummy stuff I have for you guys. Oh, it just brings so much joy to me, and I want to share this joy with you guys. As you can see, I've been in a very colorful mood, and shall we start chronologically? Some of you may not be interested in fiber, so we will start with yarn. Last time when these guys were drying, I showed you this beautiful skein opened up, and finally they're dry and they're on the website, and this is called the Passion Fruit Vine. Look at these gorgeous greens and purples together. It's the super squishy New Zealand merino and nylon, the sock base, and I just think I might steal one and make some socks with this because this is just too good. Here, 400 meters per 100 gram. And I love how this dark purple is standing out on these shades of green. So that's Passion Fruit Vine for you guys. The next thing I showed you, I think, was these guys, because I already even cast on and sock sea ripples. The same base, wonderfully. I will show you how it knits up. I just love it so much. As you can see, I took one for me. The next thing, this was my September yarn box, and I love this colorway so much that I just couldn't help but repeat it again. It's the peach ice cream, and it's this really soft peachy yellow, pinkish, lovely, lovely colors. Look at that. It's almost neon, but not quite. And I have sent one to Ellie from the Fiberbound, and she's knitted her emotional support chicken. It looks so cute in these colors. Next one is Raspberry Ripple, and this one is not my usual raspberry color because it's a tad more fuchsia than pink, and it's really vibrant, and it has a little bit of this fuchsia speckles throughout. Some parts more than the others, but not very obvious. So the same sock base, 80/20 New Zealand Superwash Merino and nylon. Lovely to knit with. The next, shall we do this one? It's one of a kind. It just basically was my leftover dyes all poured together, and this is what it turned out into. And this one is a bit thicker. It's 357 meters per 100 gram, but it's also the sock base with nylon, the same as these guys. They're the same, 357 meters. They're my leftovers from the base that I got from Skeins before, and this one is Strawberry Shortcake, as one of you suggested. We play this game on Instagram, and if you're not following me, do follow me, because it's fun to see all the new colorways before they appear here on YouTube. And we also love playing the Name Me game, where I show you the new colorways and you suggest names. Just look at this. Oranges, pinks, and bright pinks. I think this would make astonishing socks as well. Now, this is not something new, but I just wanted to remind me that it's in the shop. It's the Little Dragons, and it's the 100% New Zealand Merino Superwash. I love how bright this is, and there's only 2 of them left. Here we have some machine washable merino in somewhat Christmassy colorways. I don't think I have named it yet, but this is about 205 meters per 100 gram New Zealand Superwash Merino. This gorgeous stuff is Blueberry Cheesecake, and this one is also a sock blend, but it's a 5-ply or a sport weight, 300 meters per 100 gram. And it's just all of my favorite colors. Some purple with a touch of pink and blue. And I think all these very gentle speckles would make really fun socks. And they would knit up so much faster than your normal 4-ply, but not as thick as 8-ply. So I just love this base. I think it's worth trying out. Just 3 of these guys. Now, let's move on to fiber. I completely forgot to share these guys with you. So when I dyed up my October box, the fiery dessert, I had someone ask me to if I could dye some more for them, and I did, but my first try, I forgot to pour the orange, or I thought it was orange, but it was pink. So this one is like a sister or a brother to the fiery dessert fiber. It's the same fiber, it's just, it's not orange, blues, and purples, it's the pinks, blues, and purples. And it's gorgeous fiber. I love it. Perfect. Now, I just absolutely love these blend. This was the blend that I used in November box. And this colorway is Licorice All Sorts, thanks to one of you suggesting the name. And it's the 3-colored merino, non-superwash, and lyocell. So lyocell is this plant fiber here that looks like silk, but it's not silk, it's just plant fiber. Sometimes it takes up the dye, sometimes it doesn't, but I think when it doesn't, it creates this really lovely kind of 3-dimensional effect just adds a little bit of color to it, you know. And I have dyed 4 of these and I just only have 1 left. So hurry up. It's in the shop. It's very soft to spin with. And I've been playing around with some of my Corriedale and nylon blend. This one I get from Anna Grattan. And I love spinning this blend. It's perfect for socks or anything actually. It's very easy to spin, so if you're a beginner spinner, totally recommend. And it's very soft. And even though it's not, it is superwash treated, so it won't felt, but it's not squeaky, I promise. It's really lovely. And here we have this Summer Meadow, which has these pinks, 2 blues, and a touch of yellow and some white. So the white I left on purpose to, when you spin it, it's going to be very interesting when the white and the blue come together, and you will have like this 2-colored. Oh, it's going to spin really lovely, all of them. The next one I have here is the Wildflowers. Again, one of you suggested that. It has more green and yellow throughout and not as much blue and pink, but it's essentially the same colors but just mixed up differently. This one just has the pinks and blues which melted into some purples at some point. And this one is the sister of that one. Oh, by the way, I forgot the name, Octopus. The pinks and blues is the Octopus, and the Sweet Pea is this one, which is more pastel. It's really beautiful. Let me just show it to you like this. On my Instagram, you can see better photos when I make like a little cake with them. But as you can see, it's more pastel-y and so gorgeous. And this one is called Skittles because it has, I think, all the colors in the rainbow, really. Just so bright. It has neon yellows and reds and blues and pinks and purples and greens. Everything you want. So that's the shop update for now, but I am dyeing a ton. I have dyed up the festive surprise skeins, and I have shipped some. Then I still have about 3 left, and one of the person contacted me about buying one, so there's maybe only 2 left. I don't think I will be dyeing more because I just won't have the time to dye and send it before December. So hurry up and check it out in the shop. Yeah, there'll be much more when I start my Christmas yarn dyeing. As you can see, it's all colorful and bright like I am today. This is a new dress that I bought because I want to look as pretty as my daughters. They got beautiful dresses for their upcoming birthdays already, and they're so cute that I want to look the part. And now, to finish it all off, I want to share some purchases. Oh, and a gift. In the previous podcast, I did tell you that I have been so lucky to win an incredibly generous gift from a yarn story, a shop in UK. And it arrived. Here it is. And, oh yeah, I'm gonna show you the card that it was on. And I think it's called, if I'm reading the name right, it's Beverly who wrote the card. Congratulations on winning the giveaway. They had a 10th year anniversary and they had 10 weeks of giveaways. And I was lucky enough to win their next level, a yarn story exclusive colorway from Spin Cycle Yarns. Well, I've never tried Spin Cycle Yarns because I just thought it was a bit too expensive for me since I'm a spinner myself. I thought I could always spin it myself, but I've always wanted to try, and I just love these colors. She even let me choose the thickness of yarn. So of course I went for more meterage, and I got the 4-ply. I think it's 200 yards. Yes, 200 yards in each of the 50-gram skeins. That's plenty to make a beautiful cowl, or I'm thinking a color work sweater, like a lot of color work happening. So watch this space. Yeah, this was a very generous gift, and thank you so much to a Yarn Story shop. I'm very, very grateful, and I will make something amazing with this yarn. Then I have also been following the Fiber Lily Australian indie dyer on Instagram, and I've seen, I've actually purchased some of her yarn from some de-stash pages, and I was, first of all, I love the name, the Lily, because my daughter is called Lily, one of my daughters. So anyways, I made a purchase. I couldn't help it when I saw that there was this gorgeous colorway, which was their colorway of the month, October, Libra. Again, this is the month that my father was born, so again, I felt somehow connected to it. Plus, it's this really soft purple with some lovely little speckles, and I got myself a sweater's quantity. This is 4-ply, and I thought I'm gonna make myself a very simple sweater in these gorgeous colors. And also, I couldn't help it, but I got myself some minis, and these minis are Happy Pants Yarling bundle, and they are sock base. They have nylon, so I'm thinking there could be really fun mold kind of scrappy sock happening here. Or I would really want to see this as say little garment for one of the toys. By the way, a little bird told me that Alana from the Lupine Wool Company, she's starting a, by the time you watch it, it will have started, the Nibbles Knit-Along, which the Nibbles is a patent by Cynthia Valet, and it's her latest design of the tiny little rabbit. I'm definitely gonna make a few of those because I've made the bigger rabbits and I love them. So this the Nibbles pattern includes quite a few little accessories and clothes outfits for the little bunnies, and Alana is running a knit along for them, so why not join us? I'm just gonna join. So I think one of these might be one of the clothes for the little bunnies. Yay. I think, let me see. Is that truly all that I wanted to share with you? I think that might be it. Wow.
Now that I'm editing it, I remembered that I have completely forgotten to share the November fiber box reveal with you guys. So here it is. I hope you have received your box, and I hope you are ordering the next month because it's going to be awesome.
I'm so excited to be opening this November fiber box with you guys. Let's see what's inside. This month was inspired by this beautiful passion fruit flower, and I have a letter for you which talks about the fiber and the inspiration behind it, but let's look inside. Oh yeah, before we do, at the back, of course, there is a recipe for the passion fruit sorbet, which just looks delicious and quite simple to make. Let's see the fiber. Oh, yes. This month's fiber is a blend of 3-colored 22 micron merino in these gorgeous greens and purples and pinks with streaks of black, and the white you see is lasso. And of course little treats like this cute little stitch marker and the label, matching label I hope you enjoy crafting with this one, and see you next month. Now before I say goodbye, I just want to say that in my shop I invite you to check it out, because I have added also some new notions, which are cute little needle, what are they called? Needle minders. No, not needle minders. I think they're called needle minders. They're this little beautiful metal design, like an enamel pin, but it's not, with a magnet at the back, and you can put it on your project bag or on your fabric while you're cross-stitching or embroidering, and they would hold your needle for you, and they're super pretty and very good strong magnet on them. I have added them in the shop, and also there's lots of needle stoppers, which needle stoppers are the silicone little beads that you put on your needle, and they help. I showed them in the previous episode, but they help you to secure the stitches on the needle so that they will not fall off if you want to try on your sweater or something, for example, or if you want to move your shawl from one bag to another. Plus it protects the bag, because when those sharp, for example, I'm using high sharps, and they're quite sharp, and sometimes they poke through the beautiful bag, and we don't want to damage this beautiful fabric, right? So those needle stoppers, protectors, they are very good for that. And I have added quite a few new ones that I invite you to check out. And there'll be all the fiber that I showed you that is in the shop. And of course I invite you to hurry up and get your December fiber box, which is selling out fast. There's only 4, I think, left, or maybe even 2. And if there is still festive surprise yarn, then you can still grab it. It's there. I'll be shipping them this month. So yeah, I'm very excited about all of that. And I really want to thank you for sticking along with me for all this time, and for hopefully crafting along with me, maybe spinning, maybe embroidering, crocheting, whatever it is that you like doing. And please don't forget to comment. I love to hear from you guys. If you want to share with me what you're working on, where you're watching from, I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, as always, if you would like to see the notification about the new episodes, you're welcome to subscribe. It's always nice to know that people out there want to hear from me, because of course I love what I do and I love sharing it with you, but when I see the feedback from you guys, that's what makes me happy. So thank you so much for watching. Next episode I can't wait to share with you the secret yarn and fiber clubs with you. That will be coming next episode, I guess. Yeah. In the meantime, I'll be busy celebrating my daughter's birthdays. There'll be lots of cakes, lots of presents to wrap and to open, and the wolf to finish, and spinning to finish, and I hope to share all of that with you. So I want to give you a big hug and send you some beautiful weather from where we are now, and see you soon. Bye, matiwa, do svidania, and au revoir.